especially when we are being part of the spiritual journey. Spiritual journey is about dropping all ideas, dropping all ego. That means, you know, dropping the assumption as well, because assuming assumption is simply an idea. We are narrating the stories in our head. We have to drop that. So to drop the narration and anchor in the now, eventually not to narrate, we have to investigate why are we narrating, why are we assuming things, why can't we let things be, so we have to investigate on ourselves. If we have this attitude of assuming, then asking ourselves why do we assume things, what's the reason for it? So the why is going to help us to see the reason to narrate, and also we need to dismantle those reasoning as well. Those reasoning is simply our habits, our conditioning that trigger us to narrate things in our head. So we have to go further in dismantling those reasoning, and those doing that is going to help us to dissolve the residue of our conditioning, our habits. And that's the way to head back towards figuring out the plain sight truth. And that's the journey. So again, when we are being part of the spiritual journey, we have to investigate on our assumption, and that's what it is, because it's about dissolving the ego. Dissolving the ego means dissolving our assumptions and assuming habits, and that's the way to do it. Anyway, take a look at your own life and see how much you do that, and whether you do a little or a lot. They are an ego self. We gotta investigate why do we do that. So see how far you can trace it back on your assumptions today.